Concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The 2026 Love Omaha volleyball season is coming, and memberships are on sale now. Catch your favorite stars, Lexi Rodriguez, Jordan Larson, and more with a guaranteed 8 home matches right here in Nebraska. Season memberships start at just $112. That's unbeatable value for world-class volleyball. Don't miss a moment of the action. Go to lovb.com/season and grab yours today. That's lovb.com/season.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, showers as much as possible this afternoon. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies. Will be hot with a high near 97. Tonight, showers as much as possible. The low around 76. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. Be breezy and hot with a high around 99. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. On the block with Eric Strickland, Jay Foreman, and Austin Orman.
Yeah, I don't want to hate on Joe Burrow. He's clearly in this tier. I think he's the bottom of this tier. I would go Alan Jackson and then Burrow.
You should be a politician. You just convinced.
You know what I'm saying? You see what he doing?
Yeah, he didn't have
He's doing all the time. It's tricky, man.
Keep going, Jay.
No,
You're my language.
Stop
You're
it.
speaking my language. Come on.
You didn't let him get you, Jay. I can't believe you let him get you again. God,
Every weekday from 3 to 5 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, folks?
What's happening?
What's up, TF?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
TF, man, this altitude sickness has beat my tail, bro.
Hey, can I get that key when you come back so I can go to Colorado for a week or so, AD?
Hey, little bro, there's the key right here, man. And hey, Jerome, I'm gonna ask you this: who we got on the board? Got Ellie on the board this morning?
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm gonna ask both of you guys this. Okay, Ellie, how often do you go to the mountains?
Not as much as I would like to, but occasionally here and there.
TF, how about you, my man?
Never been to the mountains, my friend.
Are you serious, bro?
Never.
So what about like
Colorado, the university? That's about as far as I went.
Yeah.
So you've been okay. So you've been to the mountains, but like up here in the mountains. But we gotta change that, bro, because they got all sorts of. Oh man, they got lakes that you would fish for days in. It's a good time, but man, TF, the thing that's kicking my tail, Ellie, the thing's kicking my tail. Man, this altitude has been wearing me out.
It messes with just everything in your head, and
yeah,
it's just awful.
Are you a fisher, AD?
You know what, bro? I'm not saying I'd be opposed to it, but I like coming up here when it's summertime or fall. Because I'm not a skier. I'm not going skiing. Skiing is too much work, man, for me, bro. You got to get skis, your boots, and all the rest of that stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
I can do one day, and then I'm like, okay, I think I've done everything that I need to. Because then my calves are burning. Like skiing is the next level type of athleticism.
Yeah, and it's not cheap either.
It's not.
It is not cheap to go skiing whatsoever. You gotta. I mean, I couldn't even tell you what the lift tickets are right now, to be honest with you. But I know it's over $100. I do know that. I'll have to check that out, but I do know it's over 100. It's not cheap. But up here, man, it is beautiful, man. It's literally 48 degrees right now outside, y'all. 48.
It is so cold in the station and so humid and warm outside that the windows at the station are fogging up.
Oh, snaps. What's the temperature outside, y'all?
It's 80 degrees right now.
It's going to be 90, 98 today, 97. We're in the heat. We're dead in the smack of summer right now, and Lincoln is not really the place to be when it's this flat land. And I don't really feel sorry for the football guys because you need this type of weather to get used to it. But all this week, next week, 99, 100 is coming up. They'll probably be starting camp next week. So you got to get a lot of fluid in your systems and just take it easy. I mean, that goes for elderly people too with strokes out here and just, with this type of weather.
Mm-hmm.
This type of weather will beat you up, man. I was there was a couple here that is from Arizona, and they come up here. They got a place up here. They spend June and July and August here, and then they go back to Phoenix in like September. It's still hot, obviously, down there in September, but they go back down there in September because they don't like dealing with that crazy heat. Now, people obviously down there say it's a dry heat, but 115, 120 is 115, 120. It doesn't matter, man. It is what it is.
I wonder what it feels like. My dream of just living in Colorado and Arizona and just going to Colorado for the summer, and then just hey, I want to just go home. Let me just go home for the fall.
My man Brad from Baldwin, what's up, man?
I got my Ralph Roadie shirt on today.
I see that. I see that.
I'm a roadie today, so here today.
I like the Ralph Roadie shirt, man. Here's what Bear. No, bro. Brad from Baldwin. He goes, morning, it's hot in the streets working. I'm sure it is what they just said. Brad, be careful out there. Kmart Steve says, Vale. He goes, single lift tickets were well over $300 a day. We were just talking about $300 a day.
And that's why you don't go to Vail. You go to places where you can spend $100 to go down like 3 different.
You know, we went to Vail yesterday for a farmer's market. So
I bet that was beautiful.
It was. So Vail from here, from Copper Mountain, where we're at, is literally like 24. It's like 24 minutes away. It's just you basically come out and you head back further to the west. But that was my first time I'd been in Vail. Although we've been out here for 10 years, but that was my first time going out to Vail. And beautiful. But you talking about expensive? Man, the hot dog was $15, bruh.
Whoa.
Hot dog.
I have to bring my own food. Is it any bears around there, AD?
You know, they got a little bit of everything up here, man. You got a lot of moose. There's bears up here. Oh, yeah, there's definitely bears. There's a little spot I go to. It's right outside where I'm at right now. And it's by this mountain stream. They got, chairs. It's basically by a creek, by a mountain creek. And you got to be careful, like early mornings. I don't mess around over there like early mornings because you never know what's going to be coming down that stream. But you got a lot of moose, man. Last year, I'll have to find this video and send it to you, TF. There was a moose just walking across the parking lot, man. And those moose, the thing that blows me away, that people actually try to get close to those things. And those moose will stomp you literally will kill you. And so I just don't understand why people try to get so close to those things as far as that goes. But yeah, man, you got wildlife. You'd have to be careful, TF. Like I said, it's a village here. It's a town. But at the same time, man, you are up, like where we're at right now, we're at 9,700 feet. Now, if we go to the top of Breck, there's a restaurant up there, which is cool. These things, the gondola takes you up there. That's 12,000 feet.
Mm-mm.
And man, that's why, man, it's just, I don't sleep real good at night, like you were saying, Ellie. You just, in fact, I got to read this to y'all because it was pretty cool. But it talks about when you're this high up in the mountains. I'm gonna find this for y'all real quick. Okay, here it is. It goes, so why is it so hard to breathe up here? At 12,000 feet, there are roughly 40% fewer oxygen molecules in each breath you take than at sea level. Allow yourself time to rest. But yeah, you literally have 40,000 fewer oxygen molecules in each breath you take. So Terrell, literally, bro, you'll be walking, and there were times I'll just go, because you're just so much higher in the air. Even in Denver, you're a mile high. You're way higher up here. And so it just takes you a while to get acclimated, man. But I don't sleep as well. Last night, I didn't sleep well at all. First night was terrible. Saturday night wasn't too bad, but last night, another night, man, wasn't the best, man.
You need to get a can of air.
What's that?
A can of air where you can breathe in. I bet they have that up there.
They do. They got those oxygen tanks.
Probably $500, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a hot dog $15. Wait till you.
Hey, Terrell, look at the monitor. Look at the monitor real quick, Terrell. You see the monitor? They going like this. You want to breathe? $500.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey man, I actually may go get a few of those today because they're right down in the village. They sell those little tanks at the store for they're not. I think I don't even know how much they are, but I do know they sell those, and I think I am going to get one today because this is our last day here. Come back tomorrow, but yeah, man, I did not sleep good at all last night, man. So I'm gonna need some rest, get this thing going on, man. We'll see what's happening.
Well, you got the kids with you too, the boys.
It's just Keenan and his wife.
Uh-huh.
AD had a bachelor party this past weekend with some of his buddies, so we couldn't make it. Naya is actually out in Virginia. She interns over at Huddle. It's a paid internship. So she's out in Virginia. In Richmond, there was a big soccer tournament out there, and she covers their soccer area. And so she was out there, taking care of business for Huddle out there. So she wasn't able to make it. But we had some friends that came up, which was cool. To where we wouldn't play golf at this place. It's called Breckenridge Golf Club. And I know you're not a big golfer, Terrell, but I tell you what, you would have had a good time just in the golf cart because the views, bro, were ridiculous. Ellie, I'm talking about I'll send y'all some pictures of these, but the views were just insane, man. Insane views, man. You're surrounded by the mountains, and it's just they got three 9-hole courses on this same property. So we played 18 holes yesterday, man. So it was a good time out here, man. So Keenan made it out. It was beautiful. What'd you do this weekend, man?
Oh man, I didn't do too much, man. Just sit around with the dogs and just video gamed it out and just talk to my son and my daughter. I just try to live the old man life. I'll be 50 in about 25 days, so I'm just trying to let that marinate and get closer to age.
Terrell, let me ask you this, man. Does it blow you away that you're about to be 50 years old?
Oh, yeah. Felt like I was just 20, 25 years old probably 10 years ago. And it goes by fast. It felt like I was just 40 a couple of years ago, but it just going by so fast, it needs to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, there was something. Ellie, you're 20, what, 23, 22?
I'm 22.
Gosh. Terrell, remember 22 years old, bro?
Oh, yeah. I wasn't in
Tell
college.
me everything because I
was
got
out of
a lot
college
life.
by 22. I was 21.
Yeah.
I was gone. 22, I was in Canada. I was living my best life in my 20s.
I wish I was a kid.
So
So let me ask you this. So Terrell, okay. So Ellie, you've been to the mountains. Looking at the text line here, old dad 34 says, "Hey, good morning." Goes, you should have said you were local in Vail. They should have. The price shouldn't have been expensive. Well, I tell you what, old dad 34 at this farmers market, the way they had it set up, it was down in the village. They didn't even ask if you were local or not. They just had all this food available, and they had these. It was imagine kind of food you can think of. They had tons of food out there, all sorts of food. And here's what else was crazy, y'all. It was like an international flair. I mean, there were people literally. I mean, you heard languages from all over the world down in Vail, man. It was insane, man. I mean, you heard. I mean, Italian, you heard African, you heard Iranian, you heard Spanish, you heard. It was just it's an international flair there, man. So it was really cool to just hang out in that area. So, Terrell, let me ask you this, and Ellie, let me ask you this: if there was a mountain place you could go, where would you go to be in the mountains? It had to be in the United States, so where would you go?
South Dakota.
There ain't no mountains in South Dakota.
Yes, there is.
Are you talking about like
Wyoming? I like Wyoming.
You talking about Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore. I'm telling you, I don't understand.
About like real mountains.
Okay, then Wyoming.
Now there you go. There you
Gorgeous
go.
up there.
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
It's a mountain. It's a big
It
mountain.
is. It is. You've been there though. You've been there, haven't you, Terrell? So
Yeah, I've been there. I haven't climbed it, but I'm just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, about 15, actually probably longer than that, probably about 20 years ago, I did climb it, and you see the views from up top of Stone Mountain, man, is absolutely insane, man. It is beautiful up there. It is beautiful. I would definitely do that. My man, Unknown Hisselberg, my man, he named his daughter after the town Vail. I like it.
I have a friend named Vail.
When I first started traveling a lot and driving like from probably let's say Nebraska to Georgia, and you come through Tennessee, all those mountains and hills they have, and it's scary when it's snowing and you got to go down there. That's when you see a lot of tractor trailers with chains on their tires. And it gets kind of scary going down that thing because you have to watch behind you and see who's sliding and who's not. So that's the scarier part about coming down the mountains when it's wintertime.
Yeah, it's those are treacherous roads. And yeah, Murph, you're exactly right. Those are black hills in South Dakota. That's why I was like, LA, those are not mountains in South Dakota. Those are like hills, like the Scott, like bluffs.
Rolling hills.
Well, folks, sports-wise, we got a full day for you today. Before we go to break, I'm asking a few more questions, though. But we got Scotty Scheffler. I know Terrell's not a big golf guy overall, but he knows how to play the video game of golf, though, the Tiger Woods game. Scotty Scheffler, we'll talk about him at 9:30, his dominance on what he's doing and what he did at the Open Championship yesterday. It was just a show that he put on of just dominance. And then at 10 o'clock, me and Terrell and Ellie going to dive deep into Big Ten Media Days, which kicks off this week. We got our own teammates that are there. Nick, DP, Jay, and Austin Orman are going to be in Vegas, actually leaving for Vegas today to take over that and to cover that. Me and Terrell got a lot of questions to ask regarding the Big Ten. I know Terrell has been to Big Ten Media Days a number of times. We'll discuss that. The 10:30 hour, my favorite team, of course, as you know, the Steelers did something they had to get done. They signed one of their key components. We'll get Terrell's opinion on that as well. Ellie, let me ask you this, because I've never asked this before. Do you have a favorite NFL team that you follow?
Don't hate me and don't call me a bandwagon, but I like the Chiefs and I like. Oh yeah, I knew it was coming. And then I have a thing in my notes of reasons to be a Seattle Seahawks fan.
Let me hear that. What's your reasons?
They're crazy reasons. Like
a bird.
Not a bird, but I feel like when I pick a team, I've talked to somebody about this before. When I pick a team, I don't pick it off of like the whole team. I pick it off of individual players.
Mm-hmm.
So I like individual players from the Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. So that's my reasoning. And then also I saw this one, like social media really hypes up the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm a really big fan of when people make really cool edits to football teams and like it like really like draws up the hype of a team.
Benny the Bird or something.
I'm gonna send you one edit that I found, and it's gonna change your whole perspective.
How do women pick football teams? I mean,
well, that's how
that's
I
the
pick
question.
it.
I mean, mascots, or what? I don't,
I pick it off of like individual players and how I like.
Name me one player off Seahawks since you.
Good question.
Yeah, you know anybody that plays for the Seahawks?
Yes.
Who?
But you're putting me on the spot, and
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous.
Don't get nervous now.
And don't look at your phone, Ellie. Who is one player for the Seahawks?
No, don't. No. Cam Jurgens.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You got the right colors of team colors, but that's the wrong team. He's on the other side of the coast. He's another coast.
I'm gonna cry.
Just say Russell Wilson when
Don't
he play
ask
that.
me any more questions about anything else. I'm joking. Joking. I'm just.
Southern Collins said this list should be empty for being a Seahawks fan.
I haven't seen a Seahawks fan since the 90s.
No, I really should go look at that list that I have. I haven't looked at that list in a while. One thing that should be studied is people's notes apps and what people have in there, because it's actually crazy.
Well, Ellie, it's getting that time of year where I do something every Sunday Saturday and Sunday that nobody does. And if your team lose, I punish your team. So AD's been on that list quite a few times.
Woo.
He done had Big Shirley put on him a couple of times. Mike Tomlin and Carr looking crazy. It's a fun gesture when we do it, but I do the Michael Jordan memes when the team loses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just destroy every fan's hope or dreams of their team winning the Super Bowl.
I'm about to make myself look really, really stupid right now. And I'm okay with that because I'm about to fix my mistake.
Okay.
It's not the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh,
it's
okay.
the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
So did you just do that?
If I could show, hold on, I'm switching the cam. I'm not switching the cam. Reasons to be an Eagles fan. Edits. They were on the a really, the show Abbott Elementary.
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
It's based in Philadelphia, and I love that show. And they talk about the Philadelphia Eagles all the time. And Kylie Kelsey stan. I'm a huge Kylie Kelsey stan, and she stands the Philadelphia Eagles, and I stan her. So
I like it.
That's how I do NFL. That's one thing I just really can't get into.
That's the worst example anybody can use. You know what? You might
He's so disappointed in me.
Yeah, I'm disappointed
The
in
whole
you.
text
I
line
thought
is
it,
like in their head, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, get this girl."
No. I thought it would be a great reason to be a Philadelphia Eagle fan.
Okay, Okay, this is a challenge for me. I'll come up with something.
If I wanted
great.
to be a Philadelphia Eagle fan, just because they got half of their defense is from Georgia, bam. So that's one. Who's the head coach at? No. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
That was okay.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts. That was the name that was on the tip of my tongue.
Cam Jurgens.
Cam Jurgens. That's why I said
Yeah.
Cam Jurgens. See, I'm smarter than I think.
Just need to speak it.
I know.
Well, you know, Philly is crazy because last night this little hot tub area out here was out there after playing golf, and I talked to this man and his wife, and he had his two little boys and his daughter with him, and they're from Philly. They're big Philadelphia fans, man. And you're thinking of Nick Sirianni, who's the head coach at Philadelphia, man. He's a funny dude too. He don't take any mess from anybody out there. Hey, on the text line, we got our very own Nick Sainer. Nick says, good morning. He says, you guys sound good this morning. Nick, good luck to you traveling. Nick, I'm not going to go into details. I'll let him explain it tomorrow, but he had some traveling woes this morning, man. So, Nick, our very own Swim, good luck to you. He had some travel issues this morning, so he's going to be living in the airport for a little few hours this morning. Nick, good luck to you, man. I hope everything works out good, which I know it will. He's got a direct flight, so that should get corrected. So, Nick, good luck to you, man, and safe travels. Eric, good morning to you as well. He says, good morning to you all. Eric, I appreciate it. He goes, good luck on your back surgery. Back surgery is in 10 days, and I cannot wait to get this thing done. You know what, Terrell and Ellie, even up here in the mountains, it's hard to breathe anyway. And then when you got a hard time walking as it is, man, I about got me a walker up here, TF. I was like, man, a brother's struggling.
Get a cool pick up there.
He get you a little scooter, man, or something.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what, Terrell? Here's the deal. And this is probably, it is what it is. So my surgery is July 31st, and I get on an airplane August 5th. And so you just can't lift more than 10 pounds. But what I'm going to do, though, in the airport, I'm just going to call for one of those cart services, man. I'm not trying to mess around with it. And people said, why don't you just cancel the engagement? Well, financially, that's a whole lot. I'd have to, it's just not feasible to do that. I'll just put it that way. I could, but it'd be rough. So long story short, I'm definitely going to be on that. I'm definitely going to be in that wheelchair, man, or that little cart they take you to your next spot at, man. So 10 days back will be brand new again, man. So looking forward to that.
Well, you can send me AD. I can cut my hair a little bald. I cut my mustache. You can put a mic in my ear, and hey, you willing to do AD jokes for a couple of dollars now.
Just tell you what to say. Hey, Terrell, man, you've had this conversation a few times, man, and you seriously would do a hell of a job sharing your story because it's such a powerful story, man. And you know what, Terrell, I'm gonna tell you this before we go to break. And Ellie, I'm gonna tell you this, but Terrell in particular, all seriousness, what I've noticed, man, audiences, they don't want to hear about how successful this person is or that person has been. They want to hear about how a person has went through some things and got themselves back up and encourage those people listening. Because you think about this, Terrell and Ellie, I don't care what type of car you got or what type of house you live in. No, tell me sometimes you fell on your face and had to get back up. Tell me sometimes you went through some things, man. That's what people want to hear, man. So that's for another conversation, because Terrell, I'm not gonna let that go with you, man. They need to. I've already got in my head 43 things, with your number 43 lessons in the life and times of Terrell Farley. I already got a few of them already listed out. The people need to hear.
Book. We need to start writing the book, AD.
Hey, I'm telling you, Terrell, I'll help you do it, brother, because you've got so many life lessons. Even when I went through my stuff, man, you encouraged me so much. It's like, hey, bro, what's done is done. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. And people need to hear that more than what we think. Folks, when we come back, Scotty Scheffler absolutely destroyed the field yesterday. Made it interesting for a while, but he came back and did Scotty Scheffler things at the Open Championship over there across the pond. We'll discuss that. But you definitely want to tune in for 10 as well, because we're going to discuss a lot in the Big Ten. And I'm telling you what, folks, there's a lot of storylines in this Big Ten conference this year. Obviously, me and Nick discussed last week with the SEC and Tony Petitti, the Big Ten commissioner, trying to decide, will it be strength of schedule or will it be quality wins that'll factor into playoffs and all the politics that go into that. December 1st is the big vote where they'll decide what that's going to look like. So there's a lot of storylines that Nick and DP and Jay and Austin will dig into there in Vegas. And also going to discuss why Vegas. Why is it in Vegas this year? What's that signaling? So we'll discuss those things when we come back as well, folks. We got TF. We got Ellie. We got AD here in Colorado. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone and Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln with more exciting news for area car buyers.
Charlie, it's just announced that Honda of Lincoln has won 3 of the Lincoln Journal-Star's Lincoln Choice Awards: Best New Car Dealer, Best Auto Repair, and Best Place to Get Your Oil Changed.
Wow, that's great, Andy. Anything else?
Yes, we were runner-up for Best Pre-Owned Dealer and Best Tire Dealer. A lot of people don't understand that we do sell tires here.
Very exciting, Andy. Why do you think your dealership is winning so many awards?
Charlie, we simply say it's the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business.
Looks like Honda of Lincoln is the great news headquarters for Lincoln.
Yes, and even all of Nebraska, we are also announcing that Honda of Lincoln's the only dealer in the state of Nebraska to win the prestigious Honda President's Award for 2024.
Honda of Lincoln, Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Noticing more dust at home? It may be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Breathe easy and healthy. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
MHC isn't new, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered. Specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can also handle your commercial moves as well. There's never fees on trucks, stairs, elevators, long carry, and last-minute booking, and no trip or fuel charges. Also no upcharge on weekends, and they do offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: showers as much as possible this afternoon. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be hot with a high near 97. Tonight, showers as much as possible. The low around 76. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and hot with a high around 99. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option: Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, best 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big. To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to BeBigNow.org.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back live. We got Terrell and Ellie holding it down at the mothership. They're at 1040 O Street. Swing in there, grab some coffee. Cold or hot, pastries as well. Hang out, read a book, journal, have meetings, etc. Terrell, what'd you go with this morning for the drink, my man?
I got an energy stinger. I started off with a cup of coffee earlier, around about 4:30 this morning. Then I got an energy stinger right now. I'm gonna be on, doing it with you. Then I got to do my show, of course, later on from 1 to 3. Then I have to get up in the morning and do Jake's show with him. So I'm just trying to find that kick. I think that burst. Me and Ellie were just talking, man. We was talking about reasons to be an Eagles fan. And her reasons.
Asked ChatGPT reasons to be an Eagles fan. I'll read some of these. It's actually crazy.
I want to hear.
Passionate fan base, and that was the first thing. And Terrell goes, "That's not passion. That's crazy."
Yeah, the Eagles fan base are crazy. I said when they won the Super Bowl, they took the light pole and walked it down the street.
And I would help them.
Have you ever been to Philly?
No.
Yeah, man.
Them people are
I
crazy.
want to get trampled.
That's another side of the world right
I
there.
know.
Especially when you make them type of people mad in Philly.
Yeah.
They're violent.
They will fight you in Philly, man. They will fight you in Philly.
Like if you seen their football games when they get into it in the stands with people, like they're starters, they're instigators, and they provoke you to want to fight, and then you get kicked out. So,
Terrell, Ellie, they have a jail in their stadium. Think about that.
He just put out his energy stinger.
They got a jail in their stadium. That should say all you need to know right there. Anytime you got a jail in your stadium, you know there's a problem. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, that's
I see no
crazy.
problem. I just see great crowd control.
yeah, crowd control. Like you taking your butt to jail because they know Philly fans. I love them, but man, they are unruly. And just like I told you, talking to that cat last night, he goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I like to say we're a passionate fan base." I'm like, "You can say passionate." I'm just gonna say, man, y'all are some rough folks up in Philly, man. He just started laughing. He goes, "Man," he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "The key thing is, if you go to a Philly game," he goes, "just wear something neutral." He goes, "Because if you don't," he goes, "those Philly fans, man, will terrorize you, man. I mean, absolutely terrorize." And he goes, "It's embarrassing to say," he goes, "but we do have a we do got kind of a bad reputation, with opposing fans. I'm like, well, yeah, you guys got a jail in your stadium, man. But you ain't got to tell us that.
Your fans, Nebraska. Crazy fans, Philly. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that, man. They're just a different. They're different, man. Real fast before we go any further, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. They'll protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. Terrell, you got a busy because you obviously got your show today as well, and you're filling in, helping out Jake tomorrow morning as well.
Yeah.
So you'll be from 6 to 9 tomorrow morning. 6 to 9,
and that's it. We're off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have some yard work I need to do. Got a little weeds growing up in my, my weed eater broke, so I have to buy a new one tomorrow, and I'm gonna weed eat and cut grass tomorrow morning.
What's the temperature supposed to be like tomorrow?
Oh boy, hot.
So all week's supposed to be hot there in Lincoln.
96 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll be mowing the yard this week.
I will. It doesn't bother me because I could just go home and do nothing.
So you can come and do mine.
No.
Sounding like
hell yeah, you're recruiting.
It's 90 today, 100 tomorrow.
Oh man.
98 Wednesday, 88 Thursday, 89, 96, 98, 100, 98, 94, 91, 92, 91, 92. So.
Jeez. Well, I'm enjoying this 48 degrees this morning here for a while, man. I think the high here is 64 degrees, so I'm gonna enjoy it.
So you're so far up, the weather just drops a little bit?
Yeah, when you get to this altitude, TF, the weather's a lot different. I mean, because even in the evenings, so you figure here we're an hour behind you guys. When I got up originally to stretch a little bit, I think it was like 40, 43 or 44 degrees. But you're so high up because, like I said, where I'm sitting at right now is 90. I'm like at 9,400 feet, and the higher you get, the thinner the air is, and it's colder. When you're in this particular area of the mountains of the United States. So, yeah, I mean, for them yesterday, I think the high yesterday was 73, give or take. But you don't have the humidity. There's no humidity here, and you don't got a lot of bugs either. So it's a lot different. It's a lot different. So it's gonna be rough coming back tomorrow. Dealing with this temperature. I literally got a sweatshirt on, long sleeve pants, everything else. But coming back tomorrow is going to be rough, man. That's going to be an adjustment. But I'm ready to come back home. It's been cool, but I'm ready to come back.
Sweatshirt and pants on.
Where's Louis?
Oh, Louis, we got a house sitter. So Louis hanging out with the house sitter. He's cool. He's doing good. I don't know how he would do up here. Real quick on the text line. CJ, appreciate you, man. He goes, AD, it's doable. Talking about the back surgery. I had back surgery 18 months ago. It's the incision area that will bother you the most. And I've heard that, CJ. I appreciate you, man, for letting me know that. Unknown texter 7092, Ellie, he was talking about the Notes app. He goes, it's just a daily journal to my son that we had to drop off for basic training last Monday. Oh, man, the house seems empty. I guess that's what happens when you only have one kid. Unknown texter 7092, man. Best of luck to your son in basic training, and you and mama for this new leaf that you're turned over in life, being empty nesters. So best of luck to you guys in dealing with that right there. Real quick, you folks, Ellie, do you watch golf much at all?
I do. I kept up with this one.
It was very interesting. And Terrell, I tell you what, man, being that you're not a big golf fan, you wouldn't have really even enjoyed yesterday's match because it was. I mean, this Scotty Scheffler, what he's doing right now to golf, and as you know, Ellie, he's becoming a menace to everybody out there, and the guy is just winning at a clip that is just insane. Ellie, who's your favorite golfer?
Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler, and I'm trying to remember. I have been watching. So I have this big thing of I like golf. I like playing golf. I have this thing. You play golf. You don't watch golf because playing golf is a little bit more entertaining than watching golf. But watching golf is a very therapeutic thing, and I thought that's probably what I really needed. So I watched a little bit of the Open Championship, and just like seeing the domination from Scheffler is just, he's just done so well. And I think he's really helped kind of change the course a little bit of golf. And just, you like those new names coming in and doing well, and it's fun to watch.
It really is. And what he's doing right now, what he did yesterday, minus 17 to what he won by, and he's just dominating the sport right now. You know, some of these numbers, okay, real fast. First player to win 4 majors this decade. Nobody else has more than 2. Talking about Scottie Scheffler. Leads all players in top 5s, top 10s, and scoring average in majors since 2022. His 111 under par total, 111 under par total in majors since 2020 is 46 strokes better than anyone else. 46 strokes better than anyone else. He's converted 10 straight 54-hole leads into wins. The last guy to do that, Ellie and TF, you guessed it, Tiger Woods.
Mm-hmm.
He's been that one to do that. So it's what he's doing right now. People say he's boring to watch, that he doesn't show a lot of emotion, etc. Well, I tell you what, there were several, at least 2 that I seen firsthand, par saves that he had to keep that lead extended. So he's doing his thing, and he's doing it in a clip and a fashion that is just dominating. I mean, Rory tied for 7th yesterday. Here's English tied for 2nd. It's basically an also-ran thing. Scheffler finished at minus 17. Here's English was at minus 13. Goderup, who's been playing well, minus 12. Lee finished at minus 11. Fitzpatrick minus 11. And it was a 3-way tie for 7th with Rory McIlroy at minus 10, Schauffele at minus 10, and McIntyre at minus 10. But like you said, the guy, he ended up winning by 4 strokes. And he really was not really contested. He had dropped 1 and went to minus 16, got it back again, but it was never any doubt that this was going to be once again Scottie Scheffler's event. So once again, folks, Scottie Scheffler, as predicted for the most part, wins the Open Championship. And he's just dominating the PGA right now. Nothing like we've seen since Tiger Woods. Now, first, not comparing him to Tiger, but these numbers that he's doing in this 2 or 3 year clip has definitely been Tiger-esque. Folks, when we come back, we got some history to discuss. Ellie and TF, I want you to think about some history that you may have, too, to discuss for this next quick segment. So we got history, and at 10 o'clock again, man, it is Big Ten days in Viva Las Vegas. Again, we got our very own DP that's there. Austin Orman's going to be there. Nick Saintert's there. In the Hall of Famer black shirt, Jay Foreman's going to be there covering everything and anything regarding the Big Ten football and how that's coming up. So definitely want to stick with the rest of the show for the rest of the week. But me and Terrell and Ellie, we talk about that at 10 a.m. as well. When we come back, folks, we got a history segment. It's The Drive. We'll be right back.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
The 2026 Love Omaha volleyball season is coming, and memberships are on sale now. Catch your favorite stars, Lexi Rodriguez, Jordan Larson, and more with a guaranteed 8 home matches right here in Nebraska. Season memberships start at just $112. That's unbeatable value for world-class volleyball. Don't miss a moment of the action. Go to lovb.com/season and grab yours today. That's lovb.com/season.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning. Now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone and Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln with more exciting news for area car buyers.
Charlie, it's just announced that Honda of Lincoln has won 3 of the Lincoln Journal-Star's Lincoln Choice Awards: Best New Car Dealer, Best Auto Repair, and Best Place to Get Your Oil Changed.
Wow, that's great, Andy. Anything else?
Yes, we were runner-up for Best Pre-Owned Dealer and Best Tire Dealer. A lot of people don't understand that we do sell tires here.
Very exciting, Andy. Why do you think your dealership is winning so many awards?
Charlie, we simply say it's the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business.
Looks like Honda of Lincoln is the great news headquarters for Lincoln.
Yes, and even all of Nebraska, we are also announcing that Honda of Lincoln's the only dealer in the state of Nebraska to win the prestigious Honda President's Award for 2024.
Honda of Lincoln, Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Lights out? Let LES know where to go. Powerline matches your phone number to your service address so LES can respond to outages faster. Keep your information up to date at les.com/powerline.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloff.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Off, cleanup made simple.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Singer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. A few from the text line in here. Money G in Kansas, good morning. He goes, when I left for church yesterday, I said a prayer for all the other golfers. When he left for church, Scotty was up. He was already up 6 strokes, actually 7 over McIlroy, DeChambeau, Fitzpatrick, and a number of others. And, yeah, I tell you what, bro, he put in work, Money G in Kansas. Eric, what's up, man? He goes, they greased the light poles in Philly so people wouldn't climb up them. They did, E. They did. They're crazy there in Philly. Joe B, what's up, brother? He goes, I spent last week in Columbus, Ohio. They have to be the most arrogant fan base I've ever been around. According to them, the Huskers' run in the 90s was a result of playing in weak conference. Wow. In their minds, the fall of Husker football was due to us joining a real football conference that was more than a few fans told me this. I thought you guys would find this interesting. Joe B, brother, I got family that lives in Columbus, and I tell you what, you were spot on. I'm not saying all, and I know you're not either, but, man, Terrell, they talk crazy in Columbus. Here's the only thing, though. I'll say this, though, Terrell. I'll say this, Ellie. I can take it from Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State. They got championships. You got some chips. The folks I can't hear from is the ones in Iowa. They be talking like they didn't won some championships, something like that. So you know what? It does suck to hear Ohio State fans talk trash. But Terrell, they back it up. They got championships. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like it or love it. They
can say that all they want, but when we did play in the national title game, we blew the competition out. So it didn't matter what conference that they came from. You can look at we beat a good Miami team. We beat a good Florida team that was ranked number 2 that destroyed everybody they played. We beat a Tennessee team that with a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, if you wanted to do that, you could have broke your rules and played us in '95 with that Ohio State team. You could have did that with Eddie George.
They got beat.
Yeah, if to say that, I think when the Big 8 was an old conference. We did go to the Big 12, and the Big 12 dominated for a couple of years in college football. The Big 10 was never dominant in college football until recently. I mean, you look at it probably when they had Urban Meyer, that was a good run for them. Michigan, probably in '97. You had your chance to play us if y'all wanted to do that. I mean, but at the same time, you can't knock anybody for what conference they are.
Right.
They had a great run, and they wasn't even in a great conference, but they still was able to turn the tables and get to the playoffs. I don't think it concerns anybody now who, if you can make the 12-team playoffs, that's great, but you still have to go through a gauntlet to get past it.
Right.
And Ohio State did that. I mean, can you do it back-to-back years? We'll see. I have nothing against Ohio State. I've got Caleb Downs there, whose dad is from my hometown. Their defensive back coach, Tim Walton, he's from my hometown at Ohio State. So, I'm just a college football fan now. I'm not a player anymore. So I love the game, whatever conference it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, I tell you what doesn't surprise me about Columbus, like you said, right? I ain't got nothing against Ohio State. Like I said, when you win, respect, game as far as that goes. But them Iowa fans on the side, I'd be like, come on now. Y'all got an empty trophy case. They ain't got no ships in there. So if you don't got any ships, don't talk like you do as far as that goes. But yeah, I thought that was interesting on the text line where you sent that, man. As far as history goes, folks, we do got some history to discuss for you today. In 1989, Mike Tyson. Ellie, you weren't around when Mike Tyson was around, but me and Terrell remember Mike Tyson when he fought. You better be there on time because that fight might not last long. And it's exactly what happened in 1989. Mike Tyson knocked out Carl Williams in 1 minute and 33 seconds for the heavyweight boxing title of the world. And Terrell, think about the number of times that Mike Tyson was knocking folks out within a round, and the fight would already be over. Just be done. He'd come in in them black shorts, black shoes with a towel ripped over his head and put in work.
Oh, yeah. All right, AD, my sports in history. 1973, Braves Hank Aaron hits Philadelphia Phillies Ken Brett fastball for his 700th home run in Atlanta.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bad boy. Hank Aaron was a bad boy. Ellie, what you got?
Let's see. In 1975, Billy Martin fired as Texas Rangers manager. And then we got in 1975, we got the New York Mets. Felix Millen hits 4 singles erased by Joe Torres, 4 double plays. Yay, sports history.
We were talking about Billy Martin last week, Terrell and Ellie, me and Nick, because he got kicked out twice in a day. They had a doubleheader. He got kicked out in the first game. They played later. He got kicked out in that game too. So Billy Martin didn't stick around very long.
Just passionate. Is it passion or crazy? Terrell, I don't know the difference when it comes to you. Is it passion or crazy?
Well, he got kicked out of 2 games in 1 day. He's pretty impressive.
Don't be crazy for that one.
Folks, that was History 10 o'clock. When we come back, man, there is a lot of Big Ten. Terrell's got some questions on there. I was just kind of digging around a bunch more regarding what's going to be interesting about the Big Ten Conference this year. Is it the deepest it's been in a while? What team, and Terrell and Ellen and I both this too, what teams you most excited to see? What teams you think, well, obviously we're biased because Nebraska, but even with that, besides Nebraska, what teams you most excited to see in there? So text line, let us know too. On the text line, text in 402-464-5685. Again, that's 402-464-5685. Text in what team you're most excited to see outside of Nebraska. What team you're most excited to see outside of Nebraska. Text it in. We'll read. We'll talk about it. When we come back, folks, we're going to discuss it. It's The Drive, 93.7 Ticket.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Lights out? Let LES know where to go. Powerline matches your phone number to your service address so LES can respond to outages faster. Keep your information up to date at les.com/powerline.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's. 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal in a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Are you looking for a place to relax and unwind after a long week? Grotto Bar and Lounge is the perfect spot to enjoy a full menu and in-house DJs on Friday and Saturday nights. If you're wanting to start your Saturday or Sunday off the right way, stop by for brunch starting at 9 a.m. Don't forget, Grata offers a full catering service as well for those graduation parties, birthday celebrations, and weekend family get-togethers. Give Grata Bar and Lounge a call today at 402-261-3019 or visit them in person at 70th and A in the Clock Tower Shopping Center.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. We got our team that is ascending in Vegas right now. DP will be there all week. Austin Orman will be there all week. Jay Foreman, the Hall of Famer, will be there all week. Nick Sainert, one lane swim will be there as well. Was looking at the text line a little bit, TF, of just teams that they think Iowa only, Dad 34, Iowa only has one Heisman Trophy winner. Also, yes, they do. Unknown texture 5208 says, totally agree with you guys on that as well. Unknown texture 8276, Volunteers 1975 Steelers won second title. Yep, talking about the Vols and that as far as that goes in the college ranks. TF, you think about this, man. Ellie, you think about this. What, in your opinion, the Big Ten, this is the first year, first full cycle, if you would, all 8 teams are going to participate in this gauntlet in the Big Ten Media Days. Terrell, what do you think the league is saying, the Big Ten is saying, by hosting the event in Vegas? Now that they're coast to coast, obviously you added USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington joined the fold. It's not the Big Ten we grew up with. It's that we saw growing up with, etc. What do you think the Big Ten Conference is saying by having it in Vegas?
Well, you got to meet everybody in the middle, especially with the West Coast teams. The East Coast probably has to travel a little bit farther, but, I think it's a great place to meet up. I mean, Indy was a little too far for the other ones. Great job of getting in Vegas. I wish I was there with them. I probably would be at the casino right now trying to spend my little, what they call it when they give you the little money. Per diem? Per diem probably be gone by now. I just put a $20 bill in there and just hit it one time. Hopefully I win $20 or something. But, I think it's great for the Big Ten to have it right there, especially with Oregon and the 2 Cali teams there in Washington, which is so far upstate that I mean, you have to make it great for everyone. You know, I think it's a great thing that they having it there. More teams on the first day than they had last year, so that's a good thing. And you know, I'm just ready for it to be over with and get training camp. I mean, get camp on so we can get this football discussion going on every day now.
Terrell, you've been to the Big Ten Media Days when it was in India a couple times, man. What was your experience like seeing the stars for each team represented there? I know you've interviewed a number of those guys. To the listeners, let them know. Tell us real quick, what was your experience like at Big Ten Media Days, and what was it like for you?
It was great, man. Just seeing that swagger that those top teams have. You know, when you see a team like Penn State walk in the building and how they walk different from everybody else in the Ohio States, and you know, just seeing those two in Michigan. You know, I mean, everybody was great to talk to. They was friendly, but they knew they was there on business. So, and especially just seeing the coaches up close too. I mean, you always see them on TV, and then another thing, just how they dress. I mean, everybody was dressed nicely. You can look at PJ Flack, who wears no socks. So you have to think about those things. Like, hey, why you ain't got no socks on, man? You dressed up, but you don't have no socks on. So, but it was good to talk to them, man, and just to be around sports people in general, just like myself, football players, and you know, just interviewing them, and they finding out that we used to play, and now it's all comes together, and they're willing to open up to us because we're football players. We're not just media. We're ex-football players.
Terrell, Ellie, this is Raiola. This is first Big Ten Media Days. This is first appearance. The new QB1. There's no questions who's going to be the starting quarterback. Unlike last year, we know that Raiola, it's his. You know, like I said, it's his show, if you would. He's got the controllers. What kind? And I want to get Ellie and throw both of you guys on this. What type of pressure and expectations does he already carry? Pressure and expectations does he already carry? Because as we all know, he's going to the Lions Den in Vegas tomorrow.
Well, I think the pressure is just get the day over with. He already had the pressure of starting every game last year. So, you know, I don't think he gets the how you say it. I don't think he gets credit for all the stuff he's been through last year. Probably the only true freshman to start every game in college football as a freshman. You know, some of them was part-time starters. Some of them came in cleanup work, but this guy started the season off as number one and ended the season off as number one. I think he needs to, you know, just open his head up and take a clear mind and be himself. I think if Dylan really bees himself and get this Patrick Mahomes style out.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, the sky's the limit for him. I mean, he has a lot of talent. You start the season off with your offensive coordinator that you didn't have but the last 3 games last year. So you got a fresh start. You got great wide receivers out there. You got a good running back. You got a revamped offensive line. So, you know, just go out there and play your game.
I think he just has to tell them that he set a standard. They're just going. There's a lot of everybody wants Nebraska football to be good. We've wanted that for years, and it's just an expectation at this point. But we also go into this thinking, okay, what's going to happen? I wonder if he's media trained. There's a lot of things because they're going to ask questions that are going to be difficult. I doubt there's going to be some questions, yes, that are going to be a little bit nicer, but I bet he's going to get some of those questions that he's going to have to think about a little bit. And I hope he just straight up says he's going to play his game and they're going to play Nebraska's game. And it's really, people can say what they want about how this season is going to go. The only people that can determine how this season is going to go is Dylan and everyone else. So it's all about just having a clear headspace going into it. It's about confidence too. I think he just needs to, because of his age and where he is and the level of play that he has shown, I think he just needs to go in with confidence, and he deserves to be there just as much as everybody else. These big schools, he's in the same playing field as everyone else. So just going in with confidence is, I think, a key thing for him.
I like it. You know, Terrell and Ellie both. Terrell, this is Me and Nick did a talk on this, a segment on this last week about Phil Steele. Phil in Nebraska has one of the easiest schedules in the Big Ten. Agree or disagree, that's irrelevant at this point. But you look at Nebraska, and the games that stick out, I mean, all of them do, Terrell, but you look at this gauntlet in October. The whole season as far as that goes. Obviously, Cincinnati, that's going to be and coming up just on a little over a month away. Cincinnati, that's going to be down at Arrowhead, down in Kansas City. Then you got Michigan on the 20th at home. That will be without Sharon Moore, who we'll talk about. Then the next week you got Michigan State, actually a bye week, then Michigan State, at Maryland, at Minnesota, Northwestern home, Southern Cal at home. Then Terrell, that 3-week jaunt in November, at UCLA, at Penn State, Iowa at home. With Nebraska having a schedule that we do being manageable, I know we'll talk about this ad nauseum a number of times coming up as we get ready for the football season as well. Do you think Rule and Huskers can turn this hype into wins this year with that schedule?
Yeah, I mean, you have. I mean, if you can get past Michigan and win that game, you're in the driver's seat. I mean, you still have to play the game as it comes, but that beating a Michigan team will give you more confidence than beating a Houston Christian team. You know what I'm saying? But I think once you beat Michigan, you get over that hump with Michigan State, and you just take it game by game. That's one of the things they have to do. You can't let a Northwestern slip up on you. You can't let a Minnesota. I think Minnesota is a 50-50 game because Minnesota has had Nebraska ticket for the last 6 years. Yeah. You talk about the Iowa team that nobody can't beat but a fired, not a fired Scott Frost, but interim and Mickey Joseph. Now you say we haven't beat them, but Mickey Joseph was able to go down there and beat them in their hometown. I mean, in their home field. But
possible.
Yeah. So I mean, everything's possible. I think we cut out the mental mistakes. We hold on to the ball. We wrap up and tackle. Defense have to play smarter. We have to get those defensive linemen to see if we can fill in the role of Ty Robinson and Nash. So,
little things.
Yeah, it's a little things, but it's possible that it could be done.
Ellie, you mentioned something about Royal, and I think it was a good point. And Terrell, you did too when you talking about Big Ten Media Days. The guys, they knew you were not just talking is, but you also played in it before. And it goes to Ellie's question, knowing that you've played it before. Dylan's got a year under his belt now, and you mentioned him having some interview prep and some people working with, our SID Sports Information Director. There will be some big questions for him to answer there. If you're Dylan, Ellie, and you're at that microphone, and I'm just going to throw a question out here. I'm literally making this up right now. Dylan, what's going to be different about this year's team? I mean, how would you answer that if you're in Ryla's shoes?
See, if he's media trained, he's not going to take as much time as I am to answer this question because he's probably been asked it multiple times. Biggest change. I think just like,
you want me to take
consistency, maybe. Yeah. I think there's two answers. I could give you what I would hope, and then I could try and get into the eyes of Dylan to see what he would want. I think just overall, just more team chemistry and just being, because that was 1 year. It takes I feel like it takes a little bit more than just a year in these camps to really develop that relationship. The longer the relationship goes, the longer that you're playing with each other, the better that chemistry is going to be, the better the play is going to be. So I think the biggest change that he's going to see is there's more consistency because you're seeing these players come together more and you're just more experienced within that. Terrell, what do you think?
Well, I would tell him, we upgraded our roster. We brought in the best coaches we can find, the best of the best, and having Dana Holgorsen at the beginning of the year is going to make this team 20 times better than it was last year. Offensive line is coming, and just having Mike Eckler there will make this team better just for special teams. I mean, this is not just about our offense. This is about our defense too and special teams. So, when you talk about football, you got to talk about every phase of the game, just kicking, defense, and offense. So, I played on a team in '95 that was a offensive oriented program. Like they talked about the offense so much that we had to make a stand for ourselves and show people that we're not just the offense, we're also a defensive team, and we had great special teams also, running back punts, blocking punts, destroying people on kickoff returns. You have to be physical every phase of the game to dominate teams like you want to.
I have a question for you guys. Going into this season, we got some new coaches coming in. Who do you think, where's the most pressure on? Is it on the players to perform, or do you think it's on the coaches to develop these players? Depending on where this season lies, where do you think the pressure is on, players or coaches?
Well, I think most of the pressure is going to probably be on John Butler. I mean, if you think about it, is it an upgrade or is it just a lateral move or a downgrade? When you talk about Tony White, in the 3-3-5 that he ran, how good is John Butler going to be able? Is he going to be able to duplicate it, or is he going to be able to make it better than it was last year? Defense had some soft spots last year at the end, towards the ends of the season. We had mental breakdowns in the fourth quarter a lot that was able to give Iowa the victory, give Illinois that victory against us in games we should have won. So, I think more pressure is on the defense this year than it was in the last 2 years because of the new defensive line coach, the new defensive back coach. Plus, you have a new defensive coordinator. Only person you see that's still there is Rob. I forgot his name, but the linebacker coach. He's the only holdover from that defense last year. So and you got to fill those roles in coaches. Or are they hard-nosed coaches? Are they coaches that let the little things go by, or do they just check you on everything you do?
Mm-hmm. How about you, AD?
Terrell, you mentioned, both of you mentioned the little things. That has been the bugaboo for Nebraska football for a number of years now. Those mental mistakes at the most inopportune times has killed Nebraska. In crucial games. I mean, literally, we could have a whole show off of Nebraska football miscues that have cost them games over the past decade, as far as that goes. But as far as that goes, I agree with you, Terrell. I think John Butler, of course, that's going to be interesting to watch, taking over as the DC for a full season. I think it's going to be interesting. Also, special teams Eckler, with the energy, the passion he brings, is going to be interesting as well. Also think about Terry Braden, our defensive line coach that came in. Williams, our defensive back coach that comes in, and see how that chemistry forms under Butler's new defense. But also Dana Holgorsen, those guys have now. Johnny Cortland texted in. Good morning again. Johnny mentioned they had a year to develop, to learn, and to grow, and I totally agree with that. Dana comes in about 4 games left in the year. And he's getting to learn who these guys are, what their capabilities are. And one thing I remember last year, Terrell, in LA, Holgorsen did not back down. He did not mince words when he talked about the lack of intensity he saw on the perimeter of our receivers. So you figure you've had a whole offseason, a whole spring. You're going to have a whole fall camp for those guys to pick up his vocabulary, to pick up his nuances, to pick up the intensity he's not going to request, the intensity he's going to demand. There's going to be a new standard that'll be there as far as intensity-wise. But I think, as far as to answer the question, I think it's equally. I think the pressure's on all these guys. I mean, some of these guys have had, this is year 3, year 4 under their belt. Coaches-wise, anytime you're in the Big Ten Conference, there's pressure, man. So I think they're all going to feel it equally. But at the end of the day, Terrell, as you mentioned, the buck stops with the coaches, man. At the end of the day, the buck stops with the coaches to get that point across. So that's going to be interesting to see with them. You guys, I'm going to switch it to Ryan Day in Ohio State. Of course, Ryan Day, they win the national championship. But Terrell, as you remember, when he lost to Michigan, man, they were trying to fire that man this past year. They wanted to get rid of Ryan Day because he lost to Michigan. The man has lost like 4 times. Obviously, it's always been the Michigan. But let me ask you this, though. Do you think he gets that shadow off of him this year? Do you think he finally gets Michigan this year? With all those elite players he's got coming back, minus their QB. But you know how they feel. They plug and play.
Yeah, 5 starters, kind of hard to replace. But when you look at a blue blood program like that has guys in the wings that's always waiting. Depth is not a problem for them. Talent is not a problem for them. Jeremiah Smith, who said he'll never lose to Ohio State again. I mean, to Michigan again. The reason why they might win that game. they got a lot of things coming back on offense, especially when you have Tate, one of the top receivers from last year, joining him again. You probably got one of the best 2-1-2 combos in the receiving thing. Julius Sayin, who transfers from Alabama, is a good quarterback. Don't know why they made him so good on the college football 26. Yeah, then you got Caleb Downs and a couple of DBs returning. I mean, like I say, it's always when you look at people, when you say, oh, they lost 17 starters, you don't worry about it because a program like that can put 17 more great guys on the field. So, you know, I think he's more worried about Penn State and Oregon more than he's worried about Michigan. And plus, in this day and age, you can afford to lose that game to Michigan and still win a national championship, though.
And I tell you what, although he'll deal with some heat, all is forgiven because, as we all know, when you win, it solves a lot of things as far as that goes, regardless of maybe the road bumps and the hiccups you may have had, you know, early in the year. When you win, that game, Michigan and Ohio State, is such a huge game on the it's just a huge one. But if you win the national championship, they'll let you forgive pretty quick. Moving to Michigan, Sherrone Moore. This is his debut. He's starting the season off as a coach. Unlike last year, I mean, he is the coach. All eyes are on him. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think he can keep Michigan in championship form? Because when they come to Nebraska, Sherrone Moore will not be on that sideline because he'll be serving a suspension. But Terrell, Ellie, do you think that Sherrone Moore can keep this Michigan thing going?
You go first.
No.
I was going to say the same.
I think he's a scapegoat for Jim Harbaugh, man. I mean, that school has over 10 level 1 violations. I just think he's the scapegoat for them. He probably won't last 2-3 years more. Definitely didn't pay him like he should be a top coach for them, but I don't think he's that guy for Michigan. You know, I'm just thinking he's not that guy. Just something about him just let me know that he's not the guy for that team, and they'll go find somebody else after a couple of years. Especially if he can't get them back on track, especially if he has an 8-4 year again, which they can't afford. And, you know, you're going to have your ups and downs with a freshman quarterback. Now he probably is going to know how Matt Rule felt last year.
That one would be Big Hoss. He's talking about Nebraska. He goes, I feel with this team, if they come in and get on a roll, they'll be a hard team to beat. What are your guys' opinions? You know, I'll say this real quick before the next question, because I think Nebraska, again, I echo what Ellie and what Terrell said. Nebraska's biggest thing, in my opinion, is going to be what they do with the mental mistakes and discipline or lack thereof. Because it wasn't always talent per se they lost those games. I mean, you can take an exception to the top tier teams they played against that just basically have more talent. But a lot of those teams, you go back against Ohio State. I mean, they were in Ohio State, beating Ohio State. But once again, the bugaboos of lack of discipline and mistakes came back and cost them. You know, you look about the Iowa game. Johnson, the running back, they kept him quiet all game, but then they got undisciplined with their angles and what they're wrapping up. Like Terrell mentioned earlier in the show, you know, fundamentals, those things sound boring, folks, but that's how you win games. It's wrapping up, it's angles, it's discipline. And those are the things that have cost Nebraska in close games over the years. It's not so much been talent. Of course, there's been some teams more talent. We know that. That's a given. We know that. However, Nebraska has still competed in many of those games, but the mental error costs them. And again, that's why I think it goes back to Eckler. Again, Terrell, you mentioned Mike Eckler. A lot of special teams cost us a lot of points in games this past year, and a lot of mental errors that took place. So if they can clean those things up, Big Hoss, I think they're in contention as far as that goes. One of the last ones I got for you guys, I want to ask both of you this before we go. You look at you know, the West Coast impact, you know, from all the teams that are coming from the West Coast. Okay. UCLA, USC, that's going to be in that mix right now. Oregon, Washington. What type of tone Dan Lanning at Oregon, Lincoln Riley at USC, Deshaun Foster at UCLA, Jed Fish, they're set to, for their programs in this new battleground. With Oregon and USC bringing playoff ambitions, guys, do you think USC and Oregon, they're going to be targeted a little bit more? In particular, USC with Lincoln Riley, Terrell, most likely. We're talking about hot seats. We're talking about Sherrone Moore. Terrell, I think Lincoln Riley, I think he has to win at least 8 or 9 games or he's gone.
Oh, yeah. He can't afford to do a 7-5 or 7-6 again. Too much money being made and not producing enough wins over there in Southern California. It's just not the Southern Cal way. He has to do something. He needs to get a great defensive coordinator around him. Offense has always been his thing, but playing defense in Southern Cal has been hurting that school way before he got there. So he's on a hot seat, definitely. His seat is burning, and I just think he needs to win at least 9 games.
I agree with that. I think he's got to win at least 9 because, as you know, man, at USC, like you mentioned, that is a blue blood program. It's a very proud program. No matter how misaligned it may have been, may have been in the past, but USC is not going to mess around and see their teams go 7-5, 6, heaven forbid 6-6, because as you know, they will fire you on the tarmac when you land back in Los Angeles if you don't get things done. Last one I got for both of you, and this is talking about our neighbors to the east there in Iowa. Kirk Ferentz, he's one of the deans of all college football as far as that goes. He's been in Iowa a long time. You guys, we all know defense and special teams carries Iowa all the time. Do you think we're looking at some of the last days of Kirk Ferentz in the next couple of years, just simply because of the way the college game has changed?
I hope so.
I don't know. I mean, you got to worry about Iowa this year because they spent some money on offense. So
yeah.
If Iowa scores 40 points a game, they might be the most dangerous team in the nation. They always put out great defenses. So, if the stories are true about how they upgraded their offense real good, because they only scored like 17 points a game last year. If they can score 35, 30 points a game, then you have to worry about an Iowa team being dangerous this year.
Yeah. Ellie, what's your dislike for Ferentz, for Kirk Ferentz at Iowa?
Just don't like Iowa. It's just anything they do, and something that fascinates me is just wherever you go, there's just people can say that football is the same. No, it is a different. Wherever you go, it's different football. Like our definition of football is completely different from the definition of Iowa's football, and clearly our definition is smarter.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting in Iowa. This whole Big Ten media days. I know we touched on a lot of points. There's a billion more we could for the sake of time, but again, our whole team, not whole team, but a number of team DP will be there in Vegas. Austin Orman will be in Vegas. Jay Foreman will be in Vegas. Nick Sainer will be in Vegas, giving you full coverage all week long there in Vegas and talking with all 18 teams. You know what's that even seems crazy when you say 18 teams in the Big Ten. But we'll have access to all 18 of those. So you definitely want to stay tuned this week throughout the days as they will have interviews and information, et cetera, coming from Vegas. Folks, when we come back, second to last segment, we're going to talk about the NFL in particular. There's a particular individual that signed, making him the highest non-quarterback player in the league. We'll discuss when we come back on The Drive. We got Terrell, Ellie, myself holding it down. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
This July, Acres is celebrating the birth of our nation. The fireworks include the opportunity to save big with great pricing on our late model John Deere ag equipment. Plus, you can lock in interest rates as low as 1.9% on select used John Deere planters, tractors, sprayers, and combines. Red hot rates combined with our explosive discounts make July the perfect time to buy and save. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer July 31st, 2025. Subapproved financing. Offer may change anytime without notice.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to SmokingGunJerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Are you looking for a place to relax and unwind after a long week? Grotto Bar and Lounge is the perfect spot to enjoy a full menu and in-house DJs on Friday and Saturday nights. If you're wanting to start your Saturday or Sunday off the right way, stop by for brunch starting at 9 a.m. Don't forget, Grotto offers a full catering service as well for those graduation parties, birthday celebrations, and weekend family get-togethers. Give Grotto Bar and Lounge a call today at 402-261-3019 or visit them in person at 70th and A in the Clock Tower Shopping Center.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone and Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln with more exciting news for area car buyers.
Charlie, it's just announced that Honda of Lincoln has won 3 of the Lincoln Journal-Star's Lincoln Choice Awards: Best New Car Dealer, Best Auto Repair, and Best Place to Get Your Oil Changed.
Wow, that's great, Andy. Anything else?
Yes, we were runner-up for Best Pre-Owned Dealer and Best Tire Dealer. A lot of people don't understand that we do sell tires here.
Very exciting, Andy. Why do you think your dealership is winning so many awards?
Charlie, we simply say it's the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business.
Looks like Honda of Lincoln is the great news headquarters for Lincoln.
Yes, and even all of Nebraska, we are also announcing that Honda of Lincoln's the only dealer in the state of Nebraska to win the prestigious Honda President's Award for 2024.
Honda of Lincoln, Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we're back for the 10:30 segment. NFL action. Terrell, what's your Falcons will look like this year, you think, man?
Oh, we'll beat the Steelers. I think Raheem Morris is the man for the job down there in Atlanta, man. He got a lot of stuff we have to take care of. I think getting Michael Penix on track to be the opening day starter is our main goal this year. Defense was probably one of our strong points last year. Did love the rookie running back, Bajay, whatever his last name is. I can't think of his last name, but it's like you never switch up. I'm going to be a Falcons fan to the day I die, just like you're going to be a Steelers fan. Right. You always hope for the best with your team, just like we do with college football in Nebraska. We can do nothing but hope to win. So, there's a lot of things. The NFC is still going to be, the conference to beat with Philly in it, and we just hoping to beat Tampa out. That's our main goal.
Yeah.
Beat the Saints.
I like Atlanta. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Penix as well as Kirk Cousins, how that situation goes down there. But Atlanta's definitely got some key people they've signed and brought in. It's going to be interesting a year to see what they do there. The Kansas City Chiefs, obviously, that is Ella's team. They made another signing this week. I'm sorry. George Karlaftis, he's their edge rusher out of Purdue, just agreed to a 4-year, $93 million extension with $62 million guaranteed. The Chiefs have been busy, like a lot of the teams been busy. Last week, the Chiefs on Tuesday, they signed Trey Smith, their guard, to $94 million as well. His deal includes $70 million guaranteed. Terrell, the Chiefs, as we all know, and people joke about the Chiefs all the time. My neighbor, Eric Fuentes, we've had him on air along with his one of his grandsons, Phoenix, last week, talking about the Chiefs and just what they've done and the dominance they've had. But I tell you what, Terrell, what we're seeing with Andy Reid in the Chiefs, would you say this is similar to what we've seen with Brady in the Patriots back in the early 2000s? The dominance.
It's the same as Kansas City. You know, I think they probably got a page that they got from Philly. Philly got a page from them. When we talk about it, you know, you got to go out there and play the game still. I think Patrick Mahomes is on a tear this year. I seen a video of him the other day, probably working harder as he ever worked in the weight room. I'm talking about pulling the sled, trying to get his body toned up. You know, I'm still rocking with the NFC though. I'm not a big on Chiefs fan.
You know, I will say this. Okay. Obviously, like you mentioned, Terrell, I mean, I'm Steelers till I die. You know, you Falcons till you die. But I tell you what, I respect the heck out of what Andy Reid and the Chiefs have done. You know, because you think about this past year, man, wasn't their most impressive year, and they still found themselves playing in a Super Bowl. You know, it shows you how good a team like that has been, to where it was, you know, as far as numbers go, offensively, defensively, they gave a lot of things. Offensively, they weren't as sharp, it seemed, but still found a way to get themselves the game. Now, they ended up getting that tail whooped by Philly when they got there, but just to be in that presence in the conversation again speaks volumes of the organization, of what they've done. So, again, like I said, I think that's a team that's going to be loaded again. As far as Pittsburgh goes, though, we talked about beloved Steelers, man. In Pittsburgh, they took care of business. They got T.J. Watt signed. He becomes the highest paid non-quarterback player. Terrell, how big was that to get T.J. Watt signed in there? Because as you know, Pittsburgh, and you know, we talk all the time. You've had memes on Facebook on Sunday nights or Monday mornings after my Steelers blew yet another game, sneaking in the playoffs. They have the past number of years, getting in and getting blown out or losing right away. The quarterback situation, you know, obviously maybe we got a situation at least handled for a year with Aaron Rodgers there. Who knows? How big was it, though, to get T.J. Watt signed and back in the fold, though?
Oh, that was big. You're talking about one of the best DNs in the game right now. Probably better than his brother. That's still to be determined. But when you have a guy like that, you definitely want to get him signed and get him on the field before it's training camp. I think when these guys miss training camp and they do come back, something terrible happens and they get hurt, and then it's all downhill from there.
He had a 3-year extension. It's worth $123 million. It's an average of $41 million a year. It's just slightly ahead of their AFC North rival, you know, Myles Garrett, because to realize, you know, Myles Garrett is a beast. He turns 30 soon. Watt turns 31. You know, and I think, you know, you think about that rivalry with Pittsburgh and that whole conference is just, they just go back and forth at each other. The thing for Pittsburgh this year, though, Ellie and Terrell, the offense is going to have to give the defense a break. They can't be out there going 3 and out like they were last year. And I'm going to tell you this, Terrell, your former coach, Arthur Smith, man, he was basically Matt Canada 2.0 as far as play calling last year. I'm not sold on Arthur Smith. I'm just not. I wish I was the same Arthur Smith that was calling plays when he was the head coach for your Falcons, because last year's play calling, man, was horrible. I mean, their play calling sucked. They were terrible as far as play calling. Maybe with an Aaron Rodgers, maybe with a Metcalf out there, Freiermuth as your tight end, a little bit of a revamped offensive line, because I'll say this, even in Arthur Smith's defense, Pittsburgh definitely had Russell Wilson running for his life 9 times out of 10. So they've got some things they got to get handled in Pittsburgh, but this has got to be the year to where you can't rely on Pittsburgh's defense being on the field 80% of the time, man. So I think it's awesome. We had to get TJ Watt signed, but until that offense steps up, man, and it's going to be interesting. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers we're going to get. I just don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in Pittsburgh, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mike Tomlin, he's a no-nonsense coach. So Mike Tomlin can get to the point where he know when to pull Aaron Rodgers and when to throw somebody else in there. That's the thing about your head coach today. He's been in the playoffs every year for I don't know how long, but you know, for a coach who's never had a losing season, he knows how to run his ship and he's real about it though. So it's one thing Aaron Rodgers won't get babied over there in Pittsburgh.
No, I don't think they're going to baby him because Mike Tomlin and Terrell, I'm going to tell you this, man, and just talking with a few cats that I know that have been in the NFL and coaching and in admin levels, they said, in their opinion, this is really the first year that Tomlin may feel some heat from upstairs if they don't go deep, if they don't make some changes, maybe go a little bit deeper in the playoffs, because you figure you got rid of Russell Wilson, all right, you got rid of Justin Fields. All right, you got rid of Pickett, you know, which I totally get that, you know, the mental side, all the physical attributes, but you just never know when he's going to show up. I think this is a year to where Tomlin has got to go more than just. I'm not saying he's getting fired by any stretch of imagination like that, but I do feel that he's going to feel some pressure along with GM Khan if they don't make something more than just going to a first round in the playoffs and getting the brakes beat off of them. And then having the same song and dance this time next year. So I think it's going to be interesting time in Pittsburgh, man. It's just different. It just seems different to me. All these years I've been following TF. Pittsburgh has got to produce this year, man. That's my
Got to win at least 11, 12 games.
Yeah. This barely sneaking in stuff ain't going to that's not going to roll them too much longer.
Yeah.
When we come back, let me see from the text line. What you laughing at, Theo?
No, I'm laughing to my sneaking in.
We've been sneaking
9
in.
and 8, 9 and 8 every year. 9 and 8, 10 and 8, 10 and 7.
It's time to make something different. Big Hoss, I want to answer this before we go to break. Big Hoss on the text line. Good morning. He goes, and Ellie, I want you to chime in on this and Terrell as well. I think we should rename the conference the Super 18. Talking about the Big Ten. What would you guys rename the conference if you could? Ellie, you go first. What would you rename the conference if you could rename the conference?
Ooh. There's the Big Ten. Let's see, there's just so many.
The Super Big Ten.
Yeah, the Super Big Ten. The Epic 10. The Epic 18. The Epic 18. Epic 18.
Epic 18. What about you, Terrell?
Super 18. Super Big Ten.
Super Big Ten.
Big Ten.
I like Super Big Ten. You definitely don't want to lose your branding because, you know, Big Ten has been a strong brand for a billion years. You don't want to lose that. But, I'd be open for all. I mean, I really wouldn't care what they named it. But Super 18 would be something cool. But Super Big Ten, I like that because you keep your moniker in there. You keep your brand in there, which is a very strong brand with the Big Ten. Old
Bigger Big Ten.
Bigger Big Ten. I kind of like that, too.
I don't know why they didn't think of that in the first place.
Money, 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 money. Folks, when we come back, we got the last segment, the attitude adjustment. Appreciate TF and Ella rolling with us this morning. We'll be back. It's The Drive, 937 A Ticket.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, showers as much as possible this afternoon. Otherwise, we'll see partly sunny skies. Will be hot with a high near 97. Tonight, showers as much as possible. The low around 76. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. Be breezy and hot with a high around 99. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you the listener on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
This July, Acres is celebrating the birth of our nation. The fireworks include the opportunity to save big with great pricing on our late model John Deere ag equipment. Plus, you can lock in interest rates as low as 1.9% on select used John Deere planters, tractors, sprayers, and combines. Red hot rates combined with our explosive discounts make July the perfect time to buy and save. Don't wait. These deals won't last long. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer July 31st, 2025. Approved financing. Offer may change anytime without notice.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Tune in to live coverage of Big Ten Media Days from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, July 22nd through 24th on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Nick Sainert, and Austin Orman as they bring you exclusive conversations with Big Ten coaches, players, and sports media professionals while getting you ready for the upcoming college football season. Big Ten Media Days coverage is presented by Advanced Medical Imaging, Stevenson Smith Construction, Currency, Warhorse Casino, Gary Michaels Clothiers, and League One Volleyball.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That music sounds a little better. The other one, too, thought Nick was making some slow jams. And
We're going to be mysterious lead-in.
Yeah, Nick would change. He changed that one up a couple weeks. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I came in. I was like, "What's this right here?"
He tried to bite off me. I got me a box of new beats on our new show, and
I heard him, man. I like him, man. It sounds good.
Nick didn't go to the hip hop one like I did. He went to the R&B mellow sound.
With
Johnny, some some Johnny Gill songs that never made it.
Yeah, I think Nick's is just about to get on this 11 o'clock flight, I believe, right now, man.
What happened to 5 a.m. for him?
I thought there was. Well, he'll tell us about it. He said
I'm sure he'll have a full breakdown tomorrow, I'm sure. So he's at an adventurous morning already. Terrell, what's your plans today, man, for the rest of the day, brother?
Oh, man, tune in to Bach in the Black Shirt from 1 to 3. Going home to let the doggies out and let them get a little tinkle break and then probably feed them. And it looks kind of cloudy out here. It looks like it's going to storm a little later. So just going to, do the radio and be off tomorrow. Be off for a couple of days, do Jake's show tomorrow and try to get me some Call of Duty in, try to get a little better. I'm addicted to that game, AD. I'm sorry, but I'm addicted.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, both. I mean, I got college football now. I'm not as great as I used to be. I think I'm like 3-7 for my first season. I'm playing online. I'm not like Nick. I try to do the damage. Nick only plays against himself. So I play against anybody online that picks up the joystick and trying to get a little better. So I told me and my son are supposed to play today, so I'm going to play him. And if he beat me, I'll knock on his door and drop kick him and hop right back on
the
Ellie, what you got the rest of the day?
Here at the station, and because everybody's gone, the only thing that I'm really looking forward to is every Monday, Valentino's brings in some pizza, and that just means that me and Terrell and more for us.
That's it.
Not a lot of people are at the station, so
free food.
I love it. From the text line, real quick, Bill and Bennett talking about the Big Ten name. He goes, the dangerous 10 and the little 8.
Which side we are?
Money G in Kansas says Rodgers is not the answer from this lazy boy GM. I tell you what, Money G in Kansas, I have no idea right now, man. I don't. Who knows? David from Renew, what's up, brother? Talking about Luther. A chair is still a chair. I love it. I love it. My plans for the rest of the day, y'all, it's just going to be kind of chilling today, man. Really going to relax. Like I said, this altitude kind of whooped my tail yesterday and didn't sleep well last night. So just chill, maybe go down to the village, enjoy some of this weather, and be ready to roll out tomorrow morning, get back in the grind of things and get my mind right for this surgery and all the rest of that good stuff. But the 80 attitude adjustment, Terrell, I like to get away the same way. We like to just kind of, I would say me and Terrell are very introverted extroverts. We have no problem being by ourselves and not talking to anybody for long periods of time. So around people, we're cool, but we have no problems being by ourselves for a long period of time. And out this door out there across the deck area, there's that stream, and it's just peaceful. But I was looking, Terrell and Ellie, all those boulders that are now the bridge that you can go over that stream with. And, my crazy mind, how it thinks, I was thinking, you know what? Same way with a lot of our life. We go through a lot of things, man, that were meant to destroy us and eventually become the bridge how we get over those boulders of problems and issues and shortcomings and disappointments. Many times those boulders eventually serve as the bridge to get you over those troubled waters in life sometimes. So, folks, your past doesn't have to hold you prison unless you allow it to. So use those boulders with problems and difficulties in the past. Those things keep you going. LETF, any last words?
All right, I got Ralph Good Takes today. Ralph Good Take goes out to Ralph. Ralph getting married. Congratulations to him and his new wife. Proud of Ralph. Hope to see him in a couple of days. I know he's coming back for a dinner or something here at AD. I don't know when it is coming up, but AD will let us know. August 15th?
August 13th, man.
13th. 3 days before my 50th.
Yes.
So coming up.
How are we going to celebrate?
Absolutely. Ralph and
I'll
Tracy.
take that,
Big shout out to Ralph and Tracy. They are on their honeymoon in the Dominican Republic. They're having a great time there. The pictures he's dropped to me, it's just amazing, man. They're at a beautiful resort, beautiful time. So big shout out to them. Ellie, TF, I appreciate you guys for riding with this morning. Nick and Austin, the guys will be rolling with you tomorrow. I will not be on tomorrow. Maybe not the rest of the week. I check for tomorrow for sure. I will not be because I'll be traveling. What's that? Friday, absolutely. TF, appreciate you. Love you, little bro. Ellie, thank you. Appreciate you guys, folks. Thanks for riding with us this morning. That was the drive. Stay tuned for the next what's coming up. And definitely want to ride with the Black Shirt and Bach. They'll be on at 1 o'clock as well. Folks, thanks for riding with us. Make it a great one.
All righty.